here, everyone. Jason Ballas with OutdoorProductsReview.com. We're continuing on with our 2009 bow review. This year we have the Limbsaver, the Speedzone. You know, we've done the other dead zone bows last year that we did do. Now this is something. This is a really fast bow, from what I understand. I haven't shot it yet, but we got the chronograph. We're going to throw all that in there, so there's no editing as far as putting that stuff in. You guys are going to be able to see the speeds when I'm shooting it. And I think you'll be really impressed with the way this is going to work out this year. Now, some of the things about the Limbsaver bows, as we all know, Limbsaver is renowned for basically noise dampening, and they started out with their Limbsavers, basically the Limbsaver that stopped some of the problems of the vibrations going through the limbs. Started quieting the bows down. They've incorporated every aspect of dead zone quieting. That's why this is called the Speedzone, but this is a line of the dead zone bows. Well, they have all the eccentrics that you need on here to dampen any kind of shot. You have it on your cable slide. They have like a little Limbsaver absorption on the cable slide. They've got the traditional Limbsavers that are split. They've even got them here on the back out bolts for the limb pockets. They have on the shelf itself, they actually have a Limbsaver little absorption pad, so if you are using a rest that's like a drop away, it'll sit right on there. And then they have one long line of it right here as well on the outside of the shelf, so that if your arrow's sitting there, it's not going to make that clink sound when you're out there in the woods. They have like an STS type little stopper here, absorbs that shock from the string, string leeches, the cable leeches, the whole thing. Teflon cable slide. They've got everything on here that is going to absorb the shock. This is definitely, it's a long straight riser, which makes it more forgiving to shoot. So you can sort of get away with having a shorter brace height. It's a long axle bow. However, you have a long riser, which is just, I can't say it enough, because it's like shooting a recurve when you have a long riser bow. More forgiving. You can torque it a little bit. But we're going to take a look at this to see how this is going. We got a big thunderstorm coming in out here, so we are really excited to shoot this. We got some great video for you. Our new little spot where we're doing the reviews, where you saw some of the reviews so far this year, and I think you guys are going to be happy with what you're going to see. Covering as far as the camo pattern, great camo. There's not any flaws in the camo. It's the next generation, the next camouflage that they have out there. We're using the hostage rest. That's a great thing. It's great for using this for a review, because you could just pop an arrow in there. The setup of the bow is just seconds. It hardly takes any time to put this together. Throw a laser on there and you're ready to rock. Knocking point comes with it already set in, so that saves you time. Okay, so let's go ahead and get on with that draw test. We're going to see what it's like when we're drawing this bow. All right, folks, we have our Victory Archery arrow here. It's that 393 grain arrow that we're using in the reviews this year. Using the same arrow for all the bows, so you guys can make up your mind based off the speeds. One thing to remember, 70 pounds, 29-inch draw. IBO's at 30-inch, but we're doing 29-inch draw. All right, we're going to go ahead and draw the bow back, see how it feels, see the smoothness and everything. One thing I want to tell you about these cams, they're almost like an egg-shaped cam. It's going to make it for a nice, smooth draw, I hope. This is their speed bow. Usually speed bows are really hard to draw, but we're going to go ahead and try this out and see how we're going. We got the folks at True Fire, of course. They've supported us for numerous years, and I'd like to thank those folks over there for everything they've done. I'll tell you what, that's actually pretty smooth. That is smooth right there. I mean, dead right at 29. So you torque a little bit. That's not too bad. It hardly torques at all. You move your hand, but if you shoot the same grip consistently, like every good archer should, you're going to be just fine. There's really no grip, no torque on all that. Let's see if it creeps at all. No, I can come forward. I can come forward at least a quarter inch. So you're good with the creeping. That's something in a bow I look for, especially a hunt bow. You got to be knelt down. Say a big elk's coming in. I want to be able to creep forward just a little bit, and that way the arrow doesn't go taking off. All right, let's go ahead and shoot this and see how it feels. Yeah, shoot instinctively here at our cube target. Whew. That's fast. Well, I'll tell you one thing. It didn't do nothing. I mean, it just sat there right in my hand, dead zone. And it, yeah, very quiet, super quiet. Go ahead and do it one more time, that shooting test. Once again, that draw smooth, very smooth. You'll be able to see the shot going down range right now. Quiet. All right, folks, I'll tell you what, you're going to see the speed test right here, right now when we're talking, and we are smoking fast, 316 feet per second with a 393 grain arrow, 29-inch draw length, and 70 pounds. All right, Limbsaver, they've done it. There's zero hand shock. The bow doesn't torque. It's quiet. I mean, it is god-awful quiet, and just a great all-around shooting bow. You know, on a really, that's okay. If you shoot consistently, like you're waving at the bow, and you grab it, you're going to be shooting great groups all day long, and with that kind of speed, you can send an arrow way down range. If you even shoot a lighter grain, this is my elk shaft there, 393 grains, and it's a 28-inch arrow. Victory Archery Arrow is probably one of the best arrows that's out there, so you guys need to go check them out if you haven't yet. All right, you know, the archery industry is just turning tenfold, and every year they get better and better and better. And I am excited to see what Limbsaver comes out with next year. So you'll be seeing me from the Aloha State next year doing the bow reviews, and I can't wait to start them as well. All right, like I said, 9.96 if I can give it that. It's very smooth, very quiet, even with a hostage rest on there, which is a full contact rest. Great shooting bow. Great shooting all around everything. I'd like to thank Daryl Woods for helping me out with the camera today. And you guys need to come to OutdoorProductReview.com and check out all the reviews on everything we have. We have everything from shoes, clothing, boat trailer lift things. I mean, all kinds of stuff. And I think you guys will really be impressed. And if there's anything you want to see reviewed, please send it to me, because I will definitely we'll put it to the test as best we can. Just go on there, hit the contact us. You can shoot either myself or Daryl or whoever, any of the other evaluators on the site, and we'll make sure that we get something evaluated for you. All right? So for Outdoor Product Review, for Daryl Woods, I'm Jason Ballas, and we're going to see you on our next bow review, which will be coming up here real shortly.